Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the final reading of the final stream of the day. Right. Let me find it on here. Hear the remarkable stories of America's fallen heroes and join us in honoring their ultimate sacrifice. It's all part of our Fox. This TV is too loud. Let me lower it. Brought to you by USAA. I love Audible because it's a lot of stress relief. It's a great escape. So many great stories. Okay. Oh no. No. I hate that. I don't know why it's got to say that. Stupid. That's dumb. Alright. Dylan, you're looking at me? First person here, we got a Coco. What is Kate thinking about us at the moment? What is Kate thinking of us at the moment? Okay. Well, she's persevering because she wants success around this relationship. She's looking for to have some fun. I don't know if she feels like a little bit of frustration around this situation. She may be feeling like things are not moving forward as fast as they could. Feels like things are all bad. All right, I'm not buffering up. All right, let's see. It's okay on that one. Let me see how it goes on this one. It better not get me pissed off. I'm still buffering on here. Oh no, it's okay now. All right, okay, let's continue. Celia, what could the secret be about that he's keeping from me? How do you know he's keeping a secret? Like when people ask me that, I'm always like, how do you know he's keeping a secret? Like what makes you think that? I mean, he could have an addiction or anxiety. What comes up around him is an addiction, anxiety, and a decision that he needs to make. Now, this could be if he's got a physical addiction, he's got to make a decision to get clean and that's causing him anxiety. Or it could be, it doesn't always have to be a physical addiction. You could be addicted to anything, but it would be anxiety around having to make a choice to give this up, whatever the devil is. But I don't know how you know he has a secret. Like that's, I don't know, when people ask that question, like, what makes you think he has a secret? You know, because people don't usually say, I have a secret. You know, I'm not going to tell you that I'm keeping a secret from you. So I'm not sure what makes you think that. T. Vet General. Okay, you have a wish coming in here, 9 of Cups. There also may be an offer coming to that you're not going to be able to refuse, like something that's almost too good to be true, but it's not. Moving forward, your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. Possible vacation or a little mini trip to water, by water, or around water. Moving forward, you may be focused on a new business idea or adventure with the Page of Pentacles. It might be slow and steady wins the race, but it could be profitable in the long haul. Nana, general for next week. Somebody comes in out of the blue, or you hear from somebody out of the blue that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, and they may be kind of persistent. You may feel like they have a long road ahead of them. If it's someone who's kind of like did something shitty to you in the past, you may not be so willing to take them back so soon, but it might be a start. And it may not be a love interest because I'm not seeing love cards here, but it does look like your relationship with this person can change pretty quickly. Melissa, what should I expect to come from me and Mark? Well, there's a lot that's going on here. So if you haven't seen or spoken to him recently, he comes in out of the blue. If you have been seeing him and speaking to him, and that's all fine, it looks like out of the blue or out of nowhere, there could be a tower moment. Regardless, there's a tower moment coming. And you may feel stuck in the mud for a moment, but then you guys reunite. Soulmate card. So that's what's coming up. Where you go from it after you guys reunite, then that, we'll see what happens after that. But this is what's coming up next. And at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision how you want to move forward with it. But you're going to get the opportunity for the relationship to move forward. Jessica, will I be migrating by the end of this year? It could happen, and it would happen sort of out of the blue, and yeah, you could definitely. I mean, I'm not going to say that definitely, but there's a very high possibility. And when it happens out of the blue. Or you may be planning on it and then think it's not going to happen, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of falls together. Because Page of Swords is like it happens out of the blue. Miss Lavon, General. You may have a creative project, or you may be picking up a creative hobby. Moving forward, you also have a spiritual practice coming in that could bring a lot of serenity to your life. You have happiness coming out. Sun is here. So the happiness on all levels, it's like comes out over your life. Spiritual practice, creative practice, leaving the past in the past, moving away from things that no longer serve you, leaving regret and anxiety in the past. And life starts to pick up pretty quickly with the Hangman in reverse, and also with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Choices. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got choices that would be guided by the divine. That could be an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. There's also a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. When it comes to air signs, I'm leaning most towards an Aquarius. Star card. Brianna, General. Feeling like you have the world at your feet and being prepared to move forward. So this is excellent. The Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So in a situation like this, I read the Six of Swords because it's with the Ace of Swords as leaving the past in the past, moving on to greener pastures, and not taking any more shit. Cutting out all the bullshit. Out of the blue, you hear from somebody who you haven't heard from, or you didn't think you'd ever hear from again. That person could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and they may be perseverant. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Paying off a debt or money becomes a little less worrisome, like you have more money flowing in. Five of Pentacles is like a little bit of relief when it comes to money. TD. Oh, for Vicky. Okay, let me find Vicky. Will I hear from Richard soon? And if so, when? I'm feeling his energy is drifting and I feel that we're done. Okay, let's see. Will I hear from him soon? I get a 70% chance that you'll hear from him soon. So let's see what happens. You'll hear from him, and it's possible that you could hear from him in June. So let's wait and see what happens. This shit better not buffer again. That pisses me off. Okay, I'm going back up to the top. Wait a minute. Miriam, what's the type of guy that I will marry? Personality. They could be a Capricorn, very down to earth, very well grounded. They may have a little bit of anxiety. They seem to be like a little bit of a worrywart kind of, but they're very caring. They're prepared. They're loving, kind, well balanced, and they may be a business person or have a high position at their job. Melissa, how should I approach the current situation in love? What comes up is balance. So the theme here is balance and being grounded. So to me, what that means is if you find that you're putting in all the work, pull your energy back. If you're doing all the texting or making all the plans, pull your energy back and let the other person start doing some of the work. Three of Pentacles is a relationship built on solid ground with very deep roots. It's usually very long lasting and really like a legitimate relationship. You know, not like in and out, upside down, and third parties and whatnot. It's usually very grounded. Three of Pentacles is usually a business relationship, but it doesn't have to be. But with the Two of Pentacles, it's like balance makes the relationship grow deep and stable. So that's my suggestion. Stay balanced. And don't put the cart before the horse. You know, like right away, everyone's like, well, when are we getting married? When are we moving in together? When are we having kids? It's like one step at a time. Stay balanced. Stay on solid ground. And that's like the key to your success in this situation. Jessica, Canada, U.S., most likely relocation. Okay, let's see. The thing is that with this virus, I don't know if you know you're going to be able to, but maybe by then, maybe by the end of the year, it may be different. All right, let me ask. Okay, what are the chances for Canada? All right, you got 33% for Canada. Let's try for the U.S. It comes up 70% chance higher for the U.S. than it does Canada. But let's see what happens with this virus. Living. Who do you see coming towards me in love in the next 2 months? I get an earth sign coming in. You have an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo, but you also have an Aries here. So it's possible that it's a Taurus, Aries cusp person, or it could be two different people and you'll have a choice. It will be a soulmate connection. You'll be prepared for it. And this person will be perseverant. the Taurus card just showed up. So it could be two people, or it could be, you know, like somebody born April 21st, April 22nd type of a deal. That's like a strong personality. People born on that cusp are very, like, they have a strong personality. Is my CF application going to pass through the next round? I think so. You have the sun in reverse here. Sun in reverse could be a delay. So even though you're good, it's going to pass to the next round, there may be a delay at some point. Don't let it worry you. It won't be a big deal. So the sun in reverse, you're still coming into the happiness. It just takes time. It takes time to get there. Miriam, I don't know where you're going to meet your husband. I don't know. If you want to ask a different question, the cards just don't read like that. I mean, if we had that kind of information, you know, like everybody would know where to go to meet their spouse. It just doesn't work like that. You can ask a different question about him. Taurus, any future between me and the Scorpio? Okay, let's see. Yes, there is. You got the sun card. There's future. Joshua, can I expect to have twins? I'm not convinced. I don't think so. Rosie, what's coming in for me in the next few months at the end of the year? Okay. Well, you could have a new business opportunity or a new job, maybe a promotion. All 10 cups are full. And you may be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water. Feeling more balanced and more appreciated at work with the Six of Pentacles. And feeling like you got good karma on your side. Before the end of the year, I think you're in a nice place. TD, how does he feel about our connection now? Like good fortune. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like good luck, but also he's got a wish around the situation, so he feels positive. The world is at his feet. He feels good about it. Raise, pick a card. Love, who's coming in? You have an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo who's going to be very well balanced, but also very passionate. They may be very intuitive. Their life moves forward pretty quickly. They're nurturing. and they also have some money around them, or they are successful when it comes to work. They earn a lot of money. Miriam, what might my future husband find attractive or love about me? You're patient, you're loving, down to earth, successful, serene, peaceful, genuinely a happy person. I think that they're attracted to your serenity. I think that's what comes up. The thing is that it's, first of all, not everyone gets married, so there's that. But on top of it, it's like we grow and change. So by the time you meet this person, you may be a totally different person than you are right now. Like years ago, right? Like 10 years ago, you're not the same person then that you are now. Like you grow and evolve. So there may be so many things that change between now and the time you meet that person. So we kind of have to wait and see when we get there. What attracts one person to another person will be totally different. You know what I mean? Like the same person will attract different people for different reasons. But anyway, that's sort of like the gist of it. Joshua, characteristics of future spouse. They're going to be very, cups come up around them. They don't have to be a water sign, but they'll be a very emotional person, somebody who's connected to their feelings. Somebody who may like to travel, may be very successful, intuitive, caring, kind, very connected to their emotions. Maybe they are a water sign. I'm not seeing that yet though. Very intuitive, constantly transforming, always learning things, never stops learning, always wants to learn something new. They may also have some money around them. And they definitely like to travel. They're very well balanced. They may work around law. They don't have to, but law comes up strong around them. They also, I guess they could be a Capricorn. New chapter. What does the future hold for me and George? Well, you're going to reconnect, but then you're going to have another issue. You got the Judgment card here, which is being at the right place at the right time. Things move forward, feeling like it's guided by the divine. But then Strength goes in reverse, which is weakness, and then the Lover's card in reverse would be another breakup. And then feeling burdened by the situation. Witty. What is the outcome between me and G, the Cancer? Okay, let's see what goes on. The relationship moves forward. So it's balanced. There's passion around it. With the moon, it's use your intuition. But it's moving the relationship forward. So wherever you are right now, the relationship won't stay where it is. It moves forward, and you have a wish around you. You also have spontaneous, carefree, fun times with this person. So there's more to come. That's, significant. And another level, another layer to this relationship and this connection. Well, yeah, that's the thing. And then it's like what happens if you have blonde hair right now, but by the time you meet the person that you're supposed to be with, your hair is like now you're a redhead, you know, or like if you're 100 pounds now, but when you meet the person that you're going to be with, you're 135 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really go by physical characteristics because we're constantly changing, but we're also constantly changing on the inside too. And we don't know when it's going to happen. Problem is with this, like, everybody being so focused on marriage, it's like nothing else is as significant as the person that I'm going to marry. And that's not true, because a lot of times people have better relationships with people that they haven't been married to or that they don't get married to. So it's really, and then there are people that get married 2 or 3 times. So, you know, like the marriage thing is like, it's always to me like a catch-22. Because, or when people like are dating, right? If you're dating somebody, well, are we going to get married? Well, if you're not, if I tell you you're not going to get married, you're going to dump him? No, you're not. You know what I mean? So what's the difference? Just live it out and see what happens. So yeah, that's a funny question. Joshka, how many more children most likely for me? I come up with a possibility of you having 4 children altogether. Or, I mean, it could be a possibility of 4 more, but I'm thinking 4 altogether. What's the matter? You need help with something? Let me help you. Go ahead. All right, don't sit on top of her. All right, okay, good. Can you see that his head is wrapped in the blanket? Nothing else is, just his head. What if I helped you out there, Dylan? All right, that's it. There you go. Sky. Talia, I may have general, sure. Oh, life moves forward quickly. Hangman in reverse. Also being perseverant. That may come to like a work thing. You got the 4 of coins. You also have the 7 of coins in reverse. You may be feeling like finally all the hard work you've put into something is now starting to pay off financially. Use your intuition. Ace of Pentacles. You could come up with a new idea that can help the business grow. 6 of Pentacles. Feeling a little bit more well respected or being paid, being well compensated. I got a lot of business stuff happening that's positive. Andrea, how is A feeling towards me currently? I know I agree with that too, Riddy. But also I feel like, here's my thing. Like when you're 20, if you have like, you know, you're just starting out and you don't have anything, and you get married and you build a life together, that's one thing. But after people have been divorced and they're looking like to remarry and there's kids and there's property, and then to me, like at that point, I feel like not only is it just a legal thing, but now it's like it just becomes more complicated, because then it becomes like there's like legal aspects when it comes to children and medical decisions, and you know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's unnecessary when you get to a certain age, because there's like assets involved. Do you know what I mean? And I do believe that it is only a piece of paper, really. And if you love someone, you know, what's the hell's the difference? But all right, A is feeling currently a little bit relaxed, feels calm. Nice, that's good. Thinks that you're very strong, attentive, well-grounded, spontaneous, attractive, hardworking, intuitive, constantly transforming and growing. Feels good about you. Nice. Ray, how does El the Virgo feel about me currently? Thinks that you are well-grounded and prepared. Thinks that you're serene, peaceful, reliable, happy, hardworking, well-balanced, passionate, intuitive, intelligent. Uh, they care for you. They think that you're a good person. Like you kind of impress them. Go back up to the top. Ariane General. The Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, prosperity, fertility. If you want children, it's very possible. If you don't want children, please be careful. Ace of Cups. Love cup is full. Overflowing with love. Feeling well respected, well compensated, made it to the top of the mountain. If you haven't yet, you'll be breathing a sigh of relief soon. You got justice and good karma on your side, and you also could be taking a little trip to water, by water, or around water. Elizabeth, love. You got some nice stuff happening here. You got choices. Choices come up. And I feel like choices come up around you a lot. You have a Pisces here. You've got a Libra here. You've got some hard work that you'll be doing. Now that can be like 8 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles could be at the time that you're working really hard for something work related is when your love life moves forward. Like sometimes it's a timing thing. Feeling like the world is at your feet. Feeling success around love. It's going to be your choice. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Use your intuition. The Pisces is going to be pursuing you pretty hard, I think. And there's strength around that relationship. It also may be a soulmate relationship. There's good fortune around it if you choose to get involved with the Pisces. There's a Libra here, and there's also a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but a lot of good stuff comes up around the Pisces. We are at Bree. What's coming in love the next 2 months? First thing that comes in here is the soulmate card. So you should be involved in a soulmate relationship in the next 2 months, or you should at least meet the person. There's good fortune around it, and this person may come in with money. You may meet them. 4 of Swords is like rest and relaxation. So it could be like, where like you would be like relaxing on the beach or doing something recreational, and that's where you meet them. 4 of Swords, it would indicate something like that, around resting and relaxing or doing something leisurely. Maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And when you meet this person, it's like you walk away from all the things that no longer work. That happens a lot. You know, sometimes somebody may be pining away over somebody, and as soon as they meet someone else, all of a sudden they forget all about that other person. You know, a lot of times I think it's not so much that we're so in love with the other person, it's more that we're just feeling lonely. And I think that when you meet this person, if you don't know them, fire sign, maybe you know them, but it would be something, a significant shift that happens with the soulmate card. And you leave things in the past and move forward. SIBO. Will I see T the Leo in person in the next few months? Okay. Yeah, I think you will. You got 3 aces. KB, love. Somebody comes in out of the blue who you have not seen or spoken to in quite some time. Well, doesn't have to be. It could be someone new. It could be, but it's somebody that comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. They may be very creative. They may be very successful. They have a job where they're very grounded, very deep rooted. You're not going to hold yourself back. There's cause for celebration around this. And it looks like they may be an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And if you have been feeling stuck in the mud, this person's coming in pursuing you, and you're going to move forward with them pretty quickly. Jessica, am I going to have in-laws who are loving and supportive? In-laws. Let's see. You know, like there's always like, people always dread that, right? Because you never know. Especially, I feel like it's harder for a woman. No, wait, yeah, I feel like it's harder for a woman. The in-laws are harder on a woman than on a man. Or maybe that's not true, but whatever. All right. You should. Yeah, 3 aces. So that's like a 99% chance that you'll get along with them. Yeah, lover's card. Your in-laws should be good. Yeah. I worked with a woman who had a very, very close relationship to her mother-in-law. She said that she spoke to her on the phone every day. They were very close. So, I mean, it happens. So, good luck. I think you're going to get what you want there. Where's that weird sound? Siba, what will happen the next time I see T the Leo? He may be telling you a lot about working on a creative project or taking a creative course. Something that has to do with work that's creative that he's really proud of or he's really into. He feels like he's got the world that's at his feet. Use your intuition when you see him. And don't hold back. You also may be feeling very peaceful when you're with him. Like you may feel very like easy. I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a good time, but that's what comes up. Like he's telling you what's going on in his life. Okay, let me go back up to the top. Kiss. What's Andre's intentions towards me? All right, what are Andre's intentions for Kiss? He's slow and steady, wins the race, but he wants to move forward. He's also very focused right now on a business or a money opportunity, so that may be taking up a lot of his time. The Empress is here. Be careful if you don't want children. I think he wants to move things forward, but he's not going to dive in head first. He's slow and steady, wins the race, this guy. Bree, messages from guardian angels, sure. Six of Water, memories from your childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. The Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. Nine of Air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. Be careful with that Nine of Air. Try if you can to stay focused on positive, not negative. So if you catch yourself having negative thoughts, just try to flip them around, because the self-fulfilling prophecies, that's a bummer. BB tutorials, will I be graduating within the next 2 months? Okay. I think you will be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. Thea, why did Linford come back after blocking me? This blocking business has got to stop. I don't know why people are always blocking each other. All right, let's see. He doesn't really want to block you. That's not what he wants. So I don't know why he did. I don't know why people do that. But they do it all the time, because I hear it so often. I blocked him. What's he going to do next? Well, why would you block somebody if you don't want them to, like, fuck off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to keep your energy for what you want. You want to align with what you want. So you don't send out energy of go away if you really want someone to come forward, because then what you're doing is manipulating. And you don't want to manipulate energy. You want to put out what you want and get what you want. So I don't get the blocking thing. However, for him, look, someone from your past is no longer holding themselves back and they're coming forward. Not feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. He's got a lot of strength moving forward. He's got justice on his side. He also has feeling like a little bit more balance. So he's feeling better in himself, which is making it easier for him to reach out. But I don't understand the blocking game, and I hear it all the time. You know, it's like, I say it all the time. It's like stepping on the gas and stepping on the brake at the same time and skidding. Like, that's what you're putting out into the universe. It's like, go away, come here. Go away, come here. Go away, come here. That energy is like it's not resonating with what you want. So then when you don't get what you want, or when you get a relationship that's moving like this, he doesn't really want to block you. So, oh my God, it's so annoying. All right, if it does it again, then I'm just gonna start a new stream, because this is driving me mad. Okay, it looks like it's okay now. Okay, so 70% chance, yes, you should reach out. The only time I would tell you not to reach out is if you're feeling really unconfident and very skeptical about it, or if you were doing all the work. So if you texted him 5 times and got no response, I would tell you not to do it again. 70% chance is pretty high that you'll get a good result, or things will go in your favor if you reach out. So I would say go for it. Joshka, well, I have my countryside home. Let's see. Yes, you will, definitely. 3 aces. Christy, when my mom looked at her phone today and saw a missed call from my granny that passed in January 2020. Was that Granny letting my mom know that she's around? Oh my God, yes. That is crazy. I'm going to ask the cards, but yeah, that's definitely. Oh my God. Let's see. Definitely. Now, was Granny very perseverant, strong character? Because it looks um, like this isn't the first time that she was like it's perseverance. Like this is the first time it maybe showed up, but like she had tried to do that before. Yes, and I think that as we move forward, a lot more things like this are going to start happening for everybody. So keep your eyes and ears open. Yesterday, yesterday morning, I was here with Avery. She was sitting in the seat, and I don't know. I had some video on, and I was singing to her. And then all of a sudden, I kept hearing in my head, the angels are singing, the angels are singing. And then all of a sudden, I saw, and you know, I don't always see things. 3 angels with trumpets, and so I texted one of my friends. I'm like, I keep hearing the angels are singing. What could that mean? The angels are singing. So she told me when she came here, because we went for a walk, she said that she read my text message, that I saw 3 angels with trumpets, and she read the text message while she was on the phone with somebody who said to her at the same time, my son just came in and said he hears trumpets. So that stuff is going to start happening more and more, because we're moving into this kind of stuff is going to start happening more and more. So everybody better just buckle up. Yes, I love when stuff like that happens. But I don't know what it means. The angels are singing. I keep hearing that though. Today I didn't hear it so much, but I heard it several times yesterday. So let's see what happens. That's awesome. Siba. When I see T, the Leo in person, can you see us talking indoor or outdoor? You know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. But I'm just going to ask. I'm going to ask indoor. Okay. Outdoor. Outdoor. You'll be outdoor. Donata. Well, I see Reginald on Wednesday. %70 chance, yes, yeah. I think you will see him. Violet. How does the spirit feel about me getting the purple dress that I've had my eye on online? I don't think that spirits I think they're there to guide you, but I don't think that they have an opinion on stuff like that. But let's ask. Well, this is what comes up. The world is in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So I can't imagine why they wouldn't want you to have this dress unless it was something that just happened to cost a whole lot of money. But even still, I don't know why they wouldn't want you to have this dress, because I don't think that money transfers into the, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think the spirit world looks at things like that. I don't know why they wouldn't want you to have the dress. Like, to me, I can't see any reason as to why they wouldn't. But the world being upside down would make me think that they weren't in favor of it. But why not? Why wouldn't you be in favor of it? Is it for a celebration that maybe they're not aligning with? I don't know. World in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse would indicate that they weren't in favor of the dress. But like I said, I don't think that spirit is concerned so much with material items here. Susie. Spent last night with Stephen and went really well. We're going away all of next week. How will it go? He is working during the day, but that's cool. Okay. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be up and down. So 9 of rods in reverse is like feeling like there's a long road ahead of the two of you. And then moving past that, there's heartbreak. But then moving past that, the sun comes out, which is happiness. And then we got another argument. But then things start to move forward quickly. And then the Ace of Cups is in reverse. So it's gonna be a roller coaster, a little bit up and down. It's gonna be okay so at some points, and at some points, I don't think you're gonna be happy. See how it goes. Georgia, donation for Sonia. Okay. I haven't seen it yet, but when I get to it, when I see it, I'll do it. Oh, there we go. Does he still love me, or did he move on? Okay. I have a 33% chance that he loves you. I don't see him moving on, not at this point. 33% chance he still loves you.
The hair salon people were the brave ones. That's who was going to lead us out of this darkness. When everybody else is like, I'm staying inside, I'm scared. It was that hair salon lady in Texas who's like, I don't care, I'm not listening.
Adriana, will I lose pounds during this pandemic? I feel like it's really hard. Like everybody's sitting around eating. Let's see. You will, though. You got 3 aces. You should, yeah, you should be pretty successful with that. Adriana, does he hate me? I don't think so.
No, they're definitely treating citizens like children. Here's a case by case. I think you need to treat Jim just like you just smoking cigarettes. You know what the ramifications could be if you were to smoke. You could get something. If you don't work out,
no, he doesn't hate you. My grandfather was my best friend. Grandparents are awesome, and my grandmother, my dad's mother, she was something else. She really was. That's why Avery has her middle name, Rita. Because my grandmother wasn't named after anyone, and nobody was named after her. So I was toying around with just naming her Rita, but then I was like, no, I'll make it her middle name. But anyway, yeah, grandparents, there's nothing like them. And I was really lucky because I had my grandparents until like I was old. You know, like A lot of my friends when I was growing up didn't have grandparents.
Of course. For example, like, it's against the law to sell loose cigarettes. That led to Eric Garner getting choked out by a cop who didn't really want to wrestle him for a cigarette. And so I fear that when we start cuffing people for doing regular things, it's going to lead to chaos.
Oh, Georgia, I said yes, 70% chance, yes, you should. I would only tell you not to. Well, the cards say 70% chance, but I would only tell you not to if you've already reached out 10 times and he hasn't answered you. Then I would say not to.
Who are out there or saying, hey, I'd like to open a salon. You're a selfish jerk. Like, I don't get a time. You know, you don't care about your.
Oh, I missed one from Lilac. Okay, let's go see.
People say just stay
Oh, Lilac. Oh, there it is. Will me and Samir come together in the future? Okay, let's see.
You know, just completely give up, destroy your business that you've worked so hard and sacrificed for. Hey, you know, just completely get away from that need that we have as humans for some interaction with each other.
Yes, 70% chance, yes. But you guys are going to have to put some work in. It doesn't come easy. The relationship needs work. But yeah, you guys will come together.
We're going on 3 months now. There's this narrative of, oh, we're going to arrest these people and they're so
Bree, how is Aaron feeling about me today? Feels that you're grounded, strong, courageous, loyal, intuitive, creative, passionate, kind, attractive, and strong-willed.
Yeah, I can be at home in makeup in my office doing the Greg Gutfeld show, and everything's fine for me, right? But the reality is,
Adriana, what's he been thinking of regarding our situation and relationship during the pandemic? Well, I think that he's probably feeling like most people, like the tower's in reverse, which means he's not feeling like it's a catastrophe, but it's, you know, it's like everybody's life is on hold. And the crazy thing about it is that our lives, I feel, are always like the opposite of this. Like we're always going and going and going and going and going, that we don't realize time. And now I feel like we're sitting here and it's like time is passing by so fast, but we've gone nowhere. So tower in reverse is like a mild upset or a mild annoyance, or like it's out of my control, but I'm still annoyed by it, you know? He also feels like things have just slowed down, Knight of Pentacles. Like he wants to bust out, you know? He wants things to get back to normal. He feels frustrated, a little bit unstable or upside down, you know? It's not, like I said before, like this isn't really healthy for us to be locked in the houses. I mean, I haven't been anywhere. Oh, I went out last Friday because I had to go to the store, but otherwise I haven't been anywhere. So I think everyone's starting to feel like a bucking bronco, like let's go. What, and we're all. It's like somebody described it to me like the dogs before a dog race. Like they're ready to go as soon as the door opens. Everyone's going to run out. So he's feeling a level of frustration, like everything is stuck. But it's one thing when you're stuck because you've made a decision to be stuck. It's another thing when you can't do anything. And that's the frustration that I think is coming in around him. Siba, will me and T the Leo ever get intimate in the next time I see him in person, indoor or outdoor? Okay. All right, let's see. I don't think, not the next time that you see him. No, I don't think it happens the next time you see him. I'm not getting any aces, so that's pretty low possibility. Yeah, I don't think it happens the next time you see him. Malika, general reading on what's coming my way.
And more agility than ever. Copper-infused compression fabric woven into an ultra-lightweight performance glove that supports relief and recovery of sore muscles and painful joint stiffness. And new Sure Grip bands built in provide a strong, non-slip grip. Favorite eat my thing. Says some pork or whatever magic these things do. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter to me what it is. It works. Relief from painful muscle and joint soreness. Guaranteed for your money back. Call 1-800-240-4576 or on the web at
A little bit of anxiety here is moving into the past. Moving forward, you're about to begin a personal transformation with the Death card, and you're prepared for it. Four of Cups in reverse, an offer comes in that you're not going to be able to refuse. It might have something to do with work, because the Six of Pentacles is like feeling well compensated or feeling highly respected, and it's with the Four of Cups in reverse can indicate an offer that you get paid really well for. If you're not seeing anyone right now, you've got a couple of options here. You've got a Libra. You also have an adventurous Sagittarius here. Somebody comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. Sagittarius that's adventurous, or you can have a Libra. You lay down the law with these people. Moving forward, you're no longer taking any shit. Ace of Swords doesn't stand for shit. That cuts through the bullshit. The retrogrades, any planet when it goes retrograde has got good aspects and bad aspects. And we have a lot retrograde right now. So good things happen as well as bad. Like the most common one, Mercury goes retrograde frequently, like 3 to 4 times a year. So that's a really good time to like get in touch with old friends, people you haven't seen in a while. You also may run into them. It's a great time to go back to something you used to do. I went back to my voice teacher, my vocal lessons, under a new moon when Mercury was retrograde. Like that's like the best time. A new moon, starting something new, but during the retrograde period, going back to something you used to do. It's not a good time to pick up the trumpet if you've never played the trumpet. It's not a good time to get a new job unless it's in the same field you currently work in. So I could get another job as a yoga instructor under Mercury retrograde, but not as a bartender because I never did that before. So every retrograde is different. Venus retrograde, it's not a good time for marriage. It's not a good time, well, Mercury retrograde isn't either unless you were already married to this person before. And Venus retrograde is not a good time to play around with your appearance. It's not a good time to do plastic surgery. It's not a good time to change your hair color. It's not a good time for that because Venus is retrograde and she's not working at the highest of her abilities. So everything's good and bad, but Venus retrograde could bring you back to an old love. So like there's positive and negative with everything, with planets in general. Jupiter is very positive. It's a beneficial planet. However, too much Jupiter is not a good thing. It could make you a drug addict. It can make you addicted to alcohol. It could make you very heavy. But it also could make you in the lotto. So like there's good and bad in everything. Sister, what is he feeling about our dynamic? Okay.
You know, social distancing when I eat, but honestly, the invention was great, and I appreciate that here, but if you just go up that,
He's feeling a little bit, he comes up at both sides. He's got heartbreak here, but then he also has the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, which would be very positive. He feels very positive. So he's like Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, but then positive. Very much on kind of like a bipolar-ish. I mean, he cares for you very much. There's no doubt about that. I think he just gets frustrated sometimes, and he doesn't really know how to express it, and it comes off very dualistic, like very much a love-hate relationship. Adriana, any news coming?
Which means we might have to scrap baseball and go to football where you have 4
You could have some nice money coming in or extra money with the Ten of Pentacles. You may come up with an idea for a business that you may do in the near future or in the future, but an idea that you may be thinking about. The Magician is here. When the Magician is here, you can manifest almost anything you want, so keep that in mind. Stay positive. RZ, what's coming in for me and Aways? He's an Aquarius. Okay.
And the tailspin, Pete, do you think that's what they're going to say?
Unfortunately, I took the depression step of taking extra mass and putting it in the
He's a little stuck in the mud, Hangman. He's also feeling a little bit out of balance, and he's holding himself back a little bit. Lovers is in reverse, so I don't know what your situation is with him right now. Lovers in reverse would indicate a breakup. If you guys aren't together, it could be a delay in connecting. However, with all that being said, if you haven't seen or spoken to him, Knight of Swords, he should be coming in out of the blue. And your relationship at some point can move forward with the Chariot. It just may not be happening as fast as you want it to. Look out for a little argument around him. But then after that argument that you have, your relationship with him should start to transform. So it just may be a little bit like, feels like to me, trying to start the car, right? And you know how like the engine won't turn? And like maybe you try it 2 or 3 times and then all of a sudden it turns over. That's how it feels. Seba for Vicky, okay.
These days, it's anything but business as usual. That's why working together is more important than ever. AT&T is committed to keeping you connected so you can keep your patients cared for, your customers served, your students inspired, and your employees closer than ever.
All right, I don't see the question yet. Priscilla. Oh, there's Vicky. Okay. What should I expect to happen in the next 2 weeks?
Straight from the world's best plant scientists comes Miracle Grow Performance Organics. Organic plant food and soil that finally work. For twice the bounty, guaranteed.
You may start to feel like you're moving past things that you were stuck, like putting things in the past that maybe were holding you back. Moving forward. Feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders is moving into the past. There may be some money coming in. Just be careful here that you don't find yourself in a third-party situation. I mean, if you enter a third-party relationship and you're aware of it, that's fine. That's one thing. I just don't like when people find out 6 months down the road that they're with somebody who's with somebody else. 3 of Cups in reverse is there's a third party around. And 3 of Pentacles in reverse is feeling like the relationship isn't stable to begin with. But your life in general is moving forward nicely with or without anybody else, because you have the Chariot and you also have the World at your feet. So you can expect like not being so hung up on things that maybe you were hung up on for a while, and things starting to move forward and starting to feel a little bit better about life in general. Priscilla. I did that one. Vicky. General for the next week. May have a little bit of anxiety next week. Queen of Swords, look out for some sharp words between you and someone. However, you should be prepared for some nice money coming in. 9 and 10 of Pentacles and starting to feel like happiness is around the corner. You're also about to embark on a personal transformation with the Death card. Judgment card is going to put you at the right place at the right time. So next week looks like a good week.
Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceadventure.com and use discount code
RC, what's coming in love for me in the near future? With M the Virgo. Okay, let's see what's going on with the Virgo. The Virgo looks like they're moving forward a little bit. They feel strong. They feel like they're connected to their intuition. You may have a spiritual connection with the Virgo. You also may have some choices coming in. You have a fire sign coming in around you too, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And you may be prepared to like explore different options. Virgo looks like he's coming around. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Things can move forward quickly.
So we're not sure if antibodies mean virus immunity. That's why some prefer to go back to their
Adriana, send the question with the purple hearts. Priscilla,
because loneliness makes you do weird things.
what are the Capricorn's feelings and intentions towards me?
Like this. When in reality it's not like this.
They may have a little bit of regret around the situation, but they're holding themselves back. They don't look like they're coming forward right now. It also looks like the Chariot is in reverse, which is also a slowdown. Lovers in reverse is also not stepping up to the plate. The Star is in reverse too, but the Fool is here. So at some point you can hear from this person again, and they may want to do something spontaneous or out of the blue, but it might take some time because there's a lot of like shit that goes on between now and that point. A lot of time where they're not putting in any effort and they're not really making connection. So it just could take some time before you get on like track with him. Like right now, he's not showing up as having intentions, but that can change because the Fool is here. The main purpose of creating COVID, I think, is population control. That's what I think. But like, I don't really want to get into a whole big political thing because, you know, like everyone's got their ideas. But if you start to do some research about it, I don't know. There's just some people that I just don't really trust. And they're not political figures. They're also not doctors, but yet they're involved. And I don't know. I just question things. There's just something that is just so skeptical, that I'm so skeptical about. I'm not sure if it's population control or if it's like biochemical warfare. I'm not sure. It just seems to me, a friend of mine, her sister is a doctor, and she said that it's not a natural virus. It's not something that you would find in nature. So it had to be put together somehow, and then it got out, which is, you know what I mean? I don't know, there's just a lot of, the whole thing doesn't really sit right with me. And also